On September 5th, All Elite Wrestling presents AEW All Out 2020. This show looks pretty good on paper. Like, I genuinely believe that. We've got the main event of Jon Moxley defending the AEW World Championship against MJF. That match should be pretty damn good. I can't wait to see what they do with that. Do they have Jon Moxley retain, or do we have MJF win his first ever AEW World Championship? That match is going to be great. The tag team title match looks really good as well. Jericho, Cassidy, a lot of people looking forward to. Not so much myself, but that's just personal preference. Overall, the show just looks like a bunch of fun. So, in this video today, as you guys can tell by the title, I'm going to preview it, give some predictions, give you guys a fairly straightforward, to the point preview of All Out. Something concise. Not going to waste an hour of you guys' time previewing the show. So, yeah, without further ado, just going to get into this. Now, the first match I'm going to talk about, I think we'll start with the women's match. Okay, the AEW Womens Championship, Hikaru Shida defends her championship against Thunder Rosa, the NWA Women's Champion. This match has a lot of hype, a lot of buzz, because it's a match in which the two women involved actually have some momentum going in. They're actually two women who people are genuinely invested in. A lot of Thunder Rosa fans exist because of her work in the NWA. I know Wrestling Days is a giant Thunder Rosa fan. So you've got Thunder Rosa challenging Hikaru Shida. I always struggle with pronunciation, but yeah, Shida. She's had a pretty decent reign. The one gripe, like the big gripe with All Elite Wrestling in its first year that's been around, is the women's division. The women's division, there's been no real continuity. There's been no real storylines of note. It's just kind of been, the women have had matches, but most of them are like 2 to 3 minutes. Like Diamante and Ivelisse was like 3 minutes a couple weeks ago. None of the matches feel overly important, so the women's division doesn't feel super special. But this match kind of does. Shida versus Rosa. I'm going to predict Hikaru Shida retains the women's championship. I think this match will get about 15 minutes. I think they're going to have a really damn good match, these two. The best AEW women's match in the company's history. That's what I'm predicting. I'm thinking these two are going to do great. Thunder Rosa is going to be given the opportunity to go 15 minutes versus Shida. Should be really good. Shida should retain, unless they have Thunder Rosa signed under contract with AEW now, and Rosa can be an AEW Women's Champion. Unless they're doing that, I don't see that though. Shida's going to retain. So that's the Women's Championship match. As for, I guess I'll go with the tag teams now. The tag team match for the All Elite Wrestling World Tag Team Championships. Kenny Omega and Hangman Page defend the titles against FTR, Cash Wheeler, and Dax Harwood with Tully Blanchard. This match is a no-brainer in my opinion. Now, as far as, once again, who's going to win, it's a no-brainer. FTR are going to win the tag team championships. How that happens and what AEW do on the night waits to be seen. It really does, because they can go a number of different ways. We saw Hangman Page cost the Young Bucks their tag team gauntlet number 1 contenders match, and then in turn the Young Bucks kicked Hangman Page out of the Elite. So they're doing a big kind of bit of storytelling there. What they do on the night, now we have Cash Wheeler and Dax Harwood. Blanchard's in their corner. We know that Tully Blanchard's associated with Sean Spears. Do we have Hangman Page turn on Omega, or Omega turns on Page, and then we have Page join up with FTR, and they do a 4 horsemen with Hangman Page? There's so many avenues they can go. I think either way, we're going to have Kenny Omega snap after the match. What I think is going to happen is FTR defeat Hangman Page and Kenny Omega to become the new tag team champions. After the match, Kenny Omega and Hangman Page they just break up. Kenny Omega loses it, just destroys Hangman Page. Hangman Page is left there. He's getting helped by FTR, Tully Blanchard, Sean Spears, all these guys. And we have a 4 horsemen formed. That's what I think they're going to do. Perhaps. I think that's the way to go. Turn Omega heel. You can have all those heel Omega dream matches that a lot of the AEW smarks on Twitter have been waiting for. So I think that's the way to go. We're going to have new tag team champions at All Out. Now, that's that match. As for, I guess we'll go the Casino Battle Royal. The 21-man Casino Battle Royal winner gets a future AEW World Championship match. As of right now, this match includes the following wrestlers: Darby Allin, Lance Archer, Brian Cage, Ricky Starks, Pentagon Jr., Ray Phoenix, The Butcher, The Blade, and Eddie Kingston. Those are the guys who are involved at the moment. There's going to be a bunch more guys to come. So that match, a Battle Royal. It's a Battle Royal, so it's not going to be the most amazing match you've ever seen. Battle Royals, for the first half, are usually kind of dull. At the ending, they get good. So we'll see what they do with this one. And the thing with this match also, it's kind of hard to predict one, who's going to walk out AEW World Champion, which in turn influences who's going to win this match, because if Jon Moxley wins the AEW World Championship match, then I'd say someone like Eddie Kingston would win the Battle Royal. But if MJF walks out winning the World Championship, then I'd say someone like Darby Allin's going to win this match. So it waits to be seen. I guess I'm going to predict this match will be won by Darby Allin. It's similar to the thing with the Casino ladder match, a Double or Nothing. It's a bit up in the air. They're probably going to, bring in someone like of a surprise. So maybe a surprise wins this. That's my other prediction. Either Darby Allin's going to win this or a surprise is going to win it. Basically, the same prediction as Double or Nothing. So yeah, Darby Allin or a surprise is going to win this Casino Battle Royal. Then we have an 8-man tag team match, the Dark Order, featuring the TNT champion Brody Lee, Colt Cabana, Evil Uno, and Stu Grayson, who represent the Dark Order, taking on Matt Cardona, aka Zack Ryder, Scorpio Sky, and the Natural Nightmares, Dustin Rhodes and QT Marshall with Ali. This match, to me, seems like a no-brainer as far as what they should do. They should have Brody Lee, Colt Cabana, Evil Uno, and Stu Grayson defeat Cardona, Sky, Dustin Rhodes, and QT Marshall. That's what they should do. But realistically, what I see them doing is they're going to do something where Cody Rhodes, Brandy Rhodes, they emerge and they cost Brody Lee the match. They cost the Dark Order the match. We have this big moment where it's the whole Nightmare family in the ring with Matt Cardona, Dustin Rhodes, QT Marshall, Scorpio Sky will be there. You have Cody, Ali, Brandy Rhodes. They'll have this big Rhodes family moment because this is AEW. Cody Rhodes is literally one of the main faces of the company. We have to get a Rhodes family moment at every pay-per-view. Like a Double or Nothing, we had Cody win the TNT title. We had Dustin Rhodes embarrass Shawn Spears. We have to have one of these Rhodes family moments at every pay-per-view. So here, I think Cardona, Sky, and the Natural Nightmares will wrongfully win. That's what I feel like. So that's what I think. Leave down below what you think. So that's that. As for tag team matches, additionally, we have this match, which is going to be a tag team match between the winners of the following matches. So on Dynamite, we're going to be getting Private Party and SoCal Uncensored, one of those teams versus either the Jurassic Express or the Young Bucks. They're going to have matches to see who face each other. I think there, in that match, SCU shouldn't be in the match, let alone win it. So I'm not going to predict them. Jurassic Express, Jungle Boy, and Luchasaurus, I can see them having Jurassic Express win that match. I can see them doing Private Party versus the Young Bucks. Again, I can see them doing that. I can see them doing Jurassic Express versus Private Party. I can see them doing the Young Bucks versus SCU. Whatever they go with, I think you should have Private Party or Jurassic Express win. Should put over a young team. The Young Bucks don't need to win that match, but they probably will because this is All Elite Wrestling and the Young Bucks are the EVPs. So I don't know. We'll wait and see. So that's that match. As for Chris Jericho and Orange Cassidy, this is a match which I'm not personally super excited for, which I guess could make me satanic according to some people. I just don't really care. Jericho and Cassidy, I said this a few months back, but I get Jericho putting over Orange Cassidy, it's cool. Jericho using his star power, his name value to put over someone who, the mainstream American audience don't know in Orange Cassidy, but I'm just not super into this feud. I enjoyed the debate segment with Bischoff. I thought that was fantastic. But a lot of this other stuff they've done, what they did to close Dynamite the other night, I just didn't really care about. It felt kind of there. It feels like these two guys have been feuding forever. Jericho and Cassidy, they've been feuding since June, the beginning of June. So it's now been 3 months, which I guess is it's not that long in perspective, but given how Orange Cassidy goes about his segments, all of the segments are pretty much the same. It's Jericho yelling and memeing Orange Cassidy, and then Orange Cassidy occasionally lashing out. So a lot of people enjoy this. I can see why. Personally, it's not my cup of tea. This match is the Mimosa Mayhem match, which could well be the most talked about thing on the show. This is a match where you can only win by pinfall submission or throwing your opponent into a tank of mimosa. So mimosa, however you say it. I'll probably get called out in the comments for that, but whatever. So Jericho, Cassidy. Jericho won at Fyter Fest. Cassidy won on Dynamite in that $7,000 bounty match. This match, this one could go either way, dude. It depends how much Jericho really wants to put over Orange Cassidy. I can see them having Jericho just win this match, but it depends where you go with Jericho after this, because what are you going to do with Jericho? Because Jericho, he was in the World Championship picture for like 8 months, 9 months, and now he's feuding with Cassidy. Where do you go after this? Because this feud won't continue after this match. Surely, either Cassidy wins and finishes this feud off once and for all and has his big moment posing over Jericho, or we have Chris Jericho just beating Cassidy and that's the end of it. I'm going to predict Chris Jericho to win this match. I just don't see them having Cassidy win. If they do, though, that'd be cool. I think the stipulation favors Cassidy. You can have Cassidy throw Jericho into a tank of mimosa, and then that'll be that. So, yeah, actually, I'm going to predict Orange Cassidy because why not? And now, it's time, folks, to predict the main event. Jon Moxley defending the AEW World Championship against MJF with Wardlow. Moxley is banned from using the Paradigm Shift as his finishing move. This match. Okay. What to predict? Jon Moxley, MJF. First and foremost, I just want to say I'm really looking forward to this match. I think these two guys are going to be captivating in this match. I can't wait to see what they do. They can go a number of different ways. You can have Moxley just retain clean, which I think is the worst way to go. You can have Moxley retain after Wardlow costs MJF and Wardlow turns babyface. I think that's one way they can go. You can have Wardlow screw Jon Moxley, and then MJF wins the title. You can have the Four Horsemen form and allow MJF to beat Jon Moxley. That's what I did in my what if CM Punk joined AEW video. You can have CM Punk debut in AEW. Just kidding. Yeah, you can have a bunch of different avenues. I don't know where they're going to go with this. I can't wait to watch the match. I just want to see Jon Moxley beat up MJF. MJF's just a phenomenal heel. Jon Moxley is a great babyface. We'll see what they do with it. I'm going to predict MJF to win the AEW World Championship. That's what I think they should do. But at the same time, considering that Moxley is number one in the PWI 500, Moxley has the momentum at the moment, Moxley's the face of the company, I can see them having Moxley retain, and everyone's like, oh, that was a good decision, when in reality, putting the title on MJF is probably what they should do, given how captivating MJF is in segments, matches, interactions and whatnot. So I think MJF should win. I'm going to predict it. And MJF to defeat Jon Moxley and retain the AEW World Championship. I don't know. I don't even know though. I can see them having Moxley win in a way that's not the Paradigm Shift. I can see Moxley winning by referee stoppage. I can see this going literally every way you can imagine. I want MJF to win. Actually, I want MJF to win, but I'm going to predict Moxley. So you can see me thinking on the fly here. This show should be pretty good. Hopefully, it's up to the level of Double or Nothing. Double or Nothing was a really good show. I don't think anything on this show is going to be as good as the Stadium Stampede, but you never know. We'll wait and see. So yeah, if you enjoyed the video, like, comment, subscribe on the drill. See ya.